Good day, everybody. This is Kip, and you are watching Car Chat with Kip on America Bumper to Bumper. If you're watching this on playback later on, thanks for stopping in and watching. Tonight, we're going to be talking all sorts of car news, some highlights. VW says it should be building more enthusiast cars. We also have a bunch of cars that the U.S. Marshals are selling off. We'll show you pictures of a few and why they're being sold. We also have a new crate motor that you can get for your classic sports car. We'll talk about that. Tesla is pushing back delivery times because of things. We'll talk about that. SEMA suing the DOT. Then we've got some few other things, and of course we're gonna end the show with buy it or boot it. So, Walt, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you being here. As always, we're going to give quick updates on the channel. Hey, this old helmet. Thank you for stopping in. First time here for you. I appreciate you stopping in as well. Let's do, whoop, we don't want to do that. We want to do that one. There we go. Big. Let's get back over here. Sorry guys, the computer's being a little bit that's being a little useless right now, but we'll get it all figured out. Then again, Facebook, it's always useless. Let's go see if we can get YouTube to come up, and we'll talk about where the channel is at the moment. Come on. In the words of Scotty, computer. I'm probably going to get copyright strike for saying something from a movie. Oh. Oh, maybe I have too many windows open. That's always a possibility too. Well, let's get you off a blank screen and you can see this beautiful face. Well, anyways, let's talk. Hey, Jason, thanks for stopping in. Having a little bit of technical difficulty. As soon as all my stories decide that we can get this thing going. Now, I know, Walt, I know that you are, at least I believe, only if you don't supply popcorn. Sorry, no popcorn tonight. If anybody that's in here is not following Jason, Old Car Auto Guy, please go over there and subscribe to him. He's close to getting 2,000 subscribers, and once he does, we're gonna have a really great video of his last year's winter beater Bubbles, and I'm not going to tell what is happening to it. Go over to his channel, find out all that info on what Bubbles is and what he's doing with it. It's going to be great. So go over and subscribe. And I will put, after we're all done here, I'll put something in one way or the other of link to his channel. Oh. All right. Well, we won't want to do it. We'll go into first story. And this is something that definitely piqued my interest. The U.S. Marshals are auctioning off 149 vehicles from DC Solar Scam. Late last year, the FBI raided DC Solar and arrested the company's founder, his wife, for running a Ponzi scheme. Ooh. And among the millions of dollars in seized assets were from the couple were 149 vehicles. Wow. Excuse me. These vehicles range from plain Jane to over-the-top hot rods, muscle cars, sports cars, trucks, boats, dirt bikes, and even a motorhome. So lots of stuff. So they have 10 vehicles that are here that they're going to be 184 to go. Right on. Jason, won't be too much longer. And we're not being sponsored by and at any point, this, but well, first time I had it, I wasn't really sold on it. The Harvest Vermont Maple Ale, but it's grown on me. All right, so let's get back to these cars. First one, that's a very nice looking Eleanor GT500 Shelby from the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. And beautiful 77 or 8 Trans Am. Now this one is not your Smoky and the Bandit version, because this one does not have the T-tops, but that is still a beautiful Trans Am. And that looks like it's a Daytona. It's going off the stripe and the name on the end there. Very rare car. 69 was the only 69 or 70. 69, I think it was the Daytona. 70 was the Superbird. But under 500 or 500 or so of these were originally produced. I don't think a lot of them survived, but that would be a cool car to get your hands on. Only have a ton of money. Looks like a wide body Challenger. Nice. Oh, and an ad. You get to buy an ad too. We've got a Jaguar F-Type, I believe that is. Yes, I know that what these things are supposed to be for, the canards or whatever those, but I just don't understand. They look weird to me. Actual demise is happening on Sunday. Oh, gosh, I wish I had the right license to get across the border and come up and watch that, but I'm going to love seeing that in video. Hey, Jason, you should take small pieces of it and sell it on, as mementos or whatever and ship them to your fans. That'd be cool. Oh, look at that. Beautiful Ford pickup. Not sure on the year. Maybe, Walt, you can help me out with the year on this truck. That is a nice looking hot rod. This era of vehicles, it's kind of hard for me to 40 or 47. Okay, cool. I like either one of them. That looks cool. Very nice looking truck. And then we got a 69 Camaro. Nice color. Potentially Duesenberg. Maybe. I'm not sure what that one is. But again, gorgeous. Hey, Trucker Dave. Thanks for stopping in and being here for the live stream. I appreciate it. Nice Viper GT. Oh, no, that's not the GTS. That's the RT10 with a hard top. Still a very nice looking ride right there. Oh, we get to buy another ad. Oh, and a Hummer. Oh, we've got I think we may have kept it. Yep, we actually have a story about Hummer You guys are going to be super excited. I can guarantee. No, you maybe won't. No. Anyways, ton of cars. This story is from Motorious. Motorious. I think that's what it is. So if you want more information on the cars, also we got some stuff right here. 2017 Bentley Continental GT V8, 17 Cadillac CTSV, 14 Jaguar XKRS, which I believe would be that white one that we saw, an 08 Maserati Gran Turismo, trucks and SUVs, a fleet of Ram 2500 trucks, a Mercedes-Benz G500, 4 AMG Hummers, all right, before they were named the H1, classic and vintage cars, including 30 Cord L29 Brom, which may have been that car that I had no idea what it was, the 32 Ford Roadster, 70 Cudas, Fiat 500s, Camaros, El Camino. There's another picture of that gorgeous Challenger. So, anyways, pre-bidding on these cars starts October 11th, and the Marshal Service will host the live auction event in San Diego on October 26th. Ooh, yeah. No, the computer is not responding. All right, we'll just see if I can skip over to here. All right, next story is, remember to go up on these when I'm done reading through them. The crate engine that I spoke about in the very beginning is an electric crate motor. Yay! Of course, they're all saying to get your they're going to be switching everything to electric, and this is a company that has now developed a electric motor system that you can put into your classic sports car, whatever, and get with the EV times. So the company is called Swindon Powertrains, and they're planning to introduce an all-in-one compact EV crate motor starting in June of next year. They are calling it their high power density EV powertrain. It is remarkably compact and powerful for its size. To give an idea of how small it is, it's essentially the size of a drivetrain from their EV converted Mini, Classic Mini. Not bad. Yes, definitely small. 23.6 inches wide, 17.3 inches deep, and 11 inches high. Wow. Pretty small. Now let's see, what do we got? It weighs only 154 pounds and makes 110 horsepower. So if you got something small and you want to go electric, there's a good idea. However, let's see. Oh, everything in one: motor, single speed transmission, cooling system, and power inverter. What about batteries? Electric Hellcat. That would be actually kind of an interesting thing, taking a Tesla powertrain and putting into a Hellcat. But we do know the Chevy does have the E-Copo Camaro. It's an electric, all-electric Camaro. That I saw one, I think there's one launch of it on YouTube or something like that, and it looked pretty stout. The only thing that I can't get over is just the fact that it has no noise. I like noise. So let's see. Gives you ideas of the small size and different vehicles. An electric four-wheeler. Not so sure about that, but we'll hey, whatever. June 2020. No prices available yet. My question again is, what about batteries? I haven't found details about what sort of battery packs. Okay. But hopefully it's definitely something that is already in production, because that would be kind of a pain in the butt to have this electric motor and not have any batteries for it. All right. Next story we are going with. If that one wants to shut down. As I said, oops, oh, go back to that one. Hummer's coming back. Well, might be coming back in the form of an EV truck. Yeah, blind people prefer noise too. Yeah, I think Priuses are designed to make some sort of like a whistling noise when they're in battery mode or something. It's kind of weird. Anyway, back to this story here. Camera lithium ion battery. Yeah, lithium ions. Yeah, just you need 1,000 of them to make the car go. So news out of DC, and this is Reuters, I guess, that is putting this info out. General Motors is planning to build a new family of premium electric pickup trucks and sport utility vehicles at its Detroit Hamtramck plant beginning late 2021, possibly reviving the imposing Hummer brand on some of them. Several people familiar with the plan said. The so-called BT1 electric truck SUV program is the centerpiece of a planned $3 billion investment in Detroit Hamtramck to build electric trucks and vans, part of a broader $7.7 billion investment in the U.S. over the next 4 years, according to the proposed deal between the automaker and the UAW. Investment would move the automaker into a part of the EV market that is largely untested and where GM has the highest likelihood of turning profit, which is true. It's just a matter of the trucks being able to withstand what people want trucks to do. So that's a big thing. It'd be kind of interesting whether those vehicles would work well in colder climates like ours, like all of ours that are in here. Because I do know that the Leaf, at least the first generation of the Nissan Leaf, did not do very well in this area, Vermont, New England, Northeast, whatever. So we'll have to see it. Commercial and delivery, again. Working in a delivery situation where I was out on the road 12 hours a day. Again, are you gonna have enough power really to? But big truck frames probably excuse me, pack in more battery to make that work. I personally would be kind of sad to see the Hummer name brought back for EVs, but that's it's also very hard to recharge the battery when you're off-road. Very true, Trucker Dave. As I said also earlier, the Tesla Model 3 is been, the production dates are being pushed back. Could be anywhere from now 6 to 10 or 8 to 10 weeks, depending on the model that you're buying. The non-performance version is up from 2 to 3 weeks to 6 to 10, and the performance version could be up to 8 to 10 weeks. And they're saying in the story that it's all has to do with demands from overseas, which is pushing these back. They're also finding that certain packages are in higher demand, so they've actually raised the price on some of them, as you can see right here, since the price of the performance version went up $1,000. Dang. But then again, this is supposed to be their cheap bread and butter car. 35 grand, I think, is what the new base Model 3 costs. So I guess it's a good thing, good problem to have, especially in today's car market where everybody else is having trouble selling anything. All right, moving on. SEMA is suing the Department of Transportation for failure to implement replica car law. All right, back in 2015, the DOT and Barack Obama passed a law, the FAST Act, allowing replica car manufacturers to sell turnkey replicas and continuation cars to the U.S. Public. So basically, Super Performance, Factory 5 Racing, any companies that make those kit cars would have been allowed to produce full cars rather than just the kits to the, that you have to put all your info or powertrain and that sort of stuff in, and they could just sell them, build them and sell them as new cars with factory warranties, all that good stuff. And the big ones would be like Super Performance, and there's plenty of other car companies out there like that. Then it says, then contrary to great expectations from the new administration, NHTSA continued to stall for several years, prompting SEMA on November 1, 2018, so just almost a year ago, to inform NHTSA it has prepared to challenge them in court. The October 17th filing, they filed the suit, filed a petition in federal appellate court to require the government to allow replica car manufacturers to immediately begin production under the 2015 law fixing America's Surface Transportation Act. Low volume automakers can sell up to 325 replica cars each year that resemble production vehicles manufactured at least 25 years ago. So cool. Square body, yeah, that'd be a cool thing, because there's definitely a lot of companies out there you can buy every part imaginable. Wonder what that would do to square body prices right now. Hey, anyone want to go into business with me? I have no money, but we could make it work. FAST Act set a deadline of December 4th, 2016, and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to issue any necessary regulations to implement the law, and they have not taken any action. So SEMA is suing, which they rightfully should, to get this law pushed through and going. And trust me, if you haven't seen Vehicle Virgin's video on the Super Performance Grand Sport Corvette replica, it is one heck of a car, especially with that Lingenfelter LT4 under the hood. Very, very cool. First in line for a square body, absolutely. But then again, I think I've said it before. I don't know why, but I'm just a sucker for those crew cabs. The crew cab square bodies. Oh man, I'd love one of those. Anyways, so hopefully SEMA is successful in that suit. Motor1.com is reporting that VW says it should build more enthusiast cars. Vehicle Virgin review was great, yeah, and man, the sound of that car, whoo, very cool. Okay, what does it say here? Unfortunately, I didn't get to read this one little story before I got in here. Volkswagen. When it comes to auto manufacturers that build exciting cars, Volkswagen isn't at the top of the list. Well, I think the GTI and the R cut in front of Jason. It's cut in front. First in line, cutting. Yeah, everybody's cutting in line for the square bodies. Yeah, especially a brand new one. I think the GTI and the Golf R are kind of exciting. I'd much rather see the Scirocco back on our shores, but that would definitely cut into GTI sales. But as a entire company at whole, Volkswagen Auto Group, they've got lots of great performance and exciting cars under Audi, Porsche, and Lamborghini. So, no big deal on there. But they want to build more enthusiast cars. Said the company was an enthusiast brand. No, it wasn't. And it should be making more enthusiast cars. The GTI has all been the Scirocco back in the 80s and the Corrado. That's it. GTI. I can't think of any other performance enthusiast type car, but that sounds well and good, but talk is far cry from action. Absolutely. Report offers nothing further on exactly what the statement means. I don't know. First gen GTI. Yeah. I definitely am all in for a small hot hatch like we had back in the 80s. I know we can't have the small because of safety regulations and whatnot, but I had a 79 Rabbit diesel. It wasn't fast by any means, but it was fun. My brother had a Chevette, again, not fast, but it was small and fun. Charger 2.2 in the early 80s was another small fun car. The Omni GLHS, or even the GHL, two cars that were fun. They weren't anything special, but they were lightweight. They're fairly fast for what they were, and it was a fun car to drive. Definitely think they should bring fun stuff back. Okay, next up, 2020 Ford Bronco. Badge and startup screen possibly discovered. Okay. Latest potential leak in the 2020 Bronco information is an interesting one, as it seems to reveal the new SUV's startup screen, and more interesting, its logo. This comes from Bronco G6, which found a YouTube user who has uploaded a video of said screen. I don't know. That looks pretty cool right there. The video is suitably outdoorsy and shows a bunch of boulders and rolling hills. I'm not gonna. Taken down. Oh, of course it's taken down because Ford doesn't want that stuff out yet. And I just gotta say, I don't know if you guys have been watching Send It Steve and his videos on the Bronco and what he wants to buy one, and it kind of bugs me that all the pictures he's been throwing up there were all renderings that people have done on what they hope the car is going to look like. Nobody has, other than people in Ford, nobody has any idea what the thing's going to look like and whether it's going to actually be good. I know one of his videos he was talking about it being 2-door and 4-door, and showed again pictures of renderings. Until they publicly show it, I'm reserving every comment and everything on the Ford Bronco, because I want to see what it looks like and see whether they screwed it up or whether they actually made a car that's going to be interesting and fun and potential Jeep Wrangler competitor. But I think that's a pretty cool logo right there, and that's a part of the startup screen. Again, kind of cool. 60s Charger, 2.2 and the Charger shouldn't be in the same sentence. That is very true, Trucker Dave. But name aside, for what they were back in the 80s, they were fun little cars. I'd still love to get a Rampage or the Volkswagen pickup truck. I think those are the only two small ones. You know, of course, you had the El Camino, but that was a bit bigger. Oh, don't get me started, Trucker Dave, on the Blazer. Don't do it. I saw one the other day and nearly threw up. All right. Sorry about all the EV news tonight, but we'll I gotta get it out of the system now. And this is a huge surprise to me. People have falsely claimed up to $74 million in EV tax credits. Say it ain't so. You knew it was going to happen. And I can tell you from firsthand knowledge that the way that we do it in the state of Vermont, there are income limits for the rebates or whatever, the credits, but it's all self-reporting. So you don't have to, and they say that certain number of applications will be actually checked, but I don't think that actually ever happens. So this is going to be, it's not surprising to me at all that people are falsifying to get the tax credits for the EVs. I actually am kind of surprised that the number is as low as $74 million, but again, and if you are a Mustang owner and you want a Camaro, you can now get $3,000 off of your Camaro to buy one. Isn't that a beautiful Camaro? Battery opposite RC Camaro and claim credit. Yeah, that's probably what's been going on. Anything to get some money, right? Ford Mustang owners are in for a treat this month, but this time the incentive would come from the rival brand Chevrolet. According to GM Authority, the Golden Bowtie brand is giving current Mustang owners $3,000 discount if they switch the brands to their pony car, the Camaro. Yeah. To call, Chevy was given the same mode of discount back in August, which was an extended up to September. Cash incentive back then was $2,500, and now they're looking, upped it a bit to $3,000. So, cashback applies to 2019 Camaro model lineup from the base LS to the ZL1. Yeah. And let's see, everyone else who doesn't own a pony car before, Chevy's throwing $1,000 toward you. Yeah, cool. Now, doesn't mean that anyone out there is going to be able to actually get one. Kind of like cash for clunkers. Save a crowd, buy a Chevy. I like that, Trucker Dave. That's funny. Cash for clunkers, man. Again, no, don't get me started with that. That was a debacle. So anyways, with this $3,000 discount, you can get a base Camaro LS for just under $23,000 and the ZL1 for just under $60,000. So if you want a Camaro, now's a good time to go get yourself one. And final couple of stories before we get into buy it or boot it is recalls. Now I know all you guys got your Lamborghini Aventadors out there. Keep your ears open because you've gotten a recall. You'll get the cars for free. Yeah. When they stop making them, they'll probably be able to get them real good. Lamborghini has filed documents with the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration earlier this month on the Aventador S and Aventador S Roadster from 2017 to 2019. 441 cars. So, I know all of you guys that are watching have your Lamborghini Aventadors, so the document says the affected cars could stall without warning, and described it when the gas pedal is released in the idle approach to a stop. under certain driving conditions. Okay. Increases the risk of crash. Really? And excuse me. It's possible to restart the engine after this happens, if it happens in the first place. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it could happen. But you can restart your car. Yeah. Oh, dang. Yeah. So make sure you get your Lamborghinis checked out, because we don't want any crashes out there. The red one. You got rid of the yellow one, Jason? Or is that the other one that you bought recently? Speaking of Jason, I feel bad for you that your video got uploaded early, but that's a really cool 300 that you have over there. I hope you do something really cool. That look forward to seeing what you do. All right, and the final thing is more recalls. We're just going to quickly go through and see what's up. 2015 through 18 Subaru Foresters, 366,000 of them. I talked about this last week for the airbag not working as it should. Whoop. Okay. Then we've got, we just talked about the Lamborghini Aventador. Gosh, more recalls for the F-250 350s. This time 28,500 of the 19s. Equipped with electronically locking rear diffs. Passenger side rear axle may have failed prematurely due to material use. Ooh. Another coming in the morning. All right. Can't have too many Aventadors. Next up is 2020 Explorer, 10,600 of them. Wiring harness issues for the AC compressor. So you got a 2020 Explorer. If the 300 had a Hemi, it would have been, yeah, that would have been a really cool swap into the Dova. Although, and I'm not saying you should do it by any means, but I check out the horsepower on the V6 that it's gotten there. Might want to. No, keep the 360 it's in that, Jason. But it would be a kind of a cool update, because I would bet you that the horsepower is probably going to be close between that V6 and the 360 that you got in it. At the doors. 19 and 20 Mercedes A-Class, 20 CLA and GLC, 2,200 of those cars. Looks like we're with the 4MATIC. Front driver's side airbag module may not have been properly bolted down. Ouch. So that wouldn't be bad. You get into an accident and have an airbag go flying into your face. I mean, really fly into your face. Okay, 360. Yep, 250 at the crank. Is that's what the 360 has, or is that what the V6 that's in the 300? Oh, it's a 3.5 that has the 200. Okay. Hey, Pete, thanks for stopping in. Glad that you're here. All right, so we are done with recalls for now. We're not going to do that. Hey, look, everything else is deciding to pop up. All right, I'm going to do quick update on the channel. Last weekend, we made it to probably one of the last car shows of the area. I think there might be one this weekend, but unfortunately I can't make it. Got a lot of other stuff going on. The Cruising Styles car show, for everybody that's gone over there and checked out the first video, thank you very much. We'll have another one up later tonight, and then we'll have Monday and Wednesday next week. Next week is going to be a massive busy week for me. We do a program here in Vermont called Wheels for Warmth, where we take your used tires, whether they're good or not. The good ones get resold to needy families at a pretty cheap rate, no more than I think it's 30 bucks a tire for the biggest, starting at like 15 bucks for your 15-inch, 15-inch tires. Any tires that cannot be resold get recycled, and then all the money that is made from the tire sale and the recycling cost, because we charge $4 a tire to have them, if the tires are bad, all that money gets to different community action agencies in the area, and use that money to use it for emergency fuel assistance for those that need it. So next week, that's my thing, is going to be sorting through tires, getting help getting all that set up, and then helping out on Saturday with the actual sale. It is an insane couple of hours on Saturday. People start lining up, waiting for this thing, 3, 4 in the morning. It starts at 7. There's going to be probably 200 or 300 people there waiting at 7 o'clock. They'll go in, they'll get their tires, they'll leave by 9 o'clock. There probably won't be a whole lot going on. But anyways, a lot of busyness. So next week, there will not be a car chat with Kip because of that. I won't be home until pretty late on Friday, so there will be no car chat next week, unless you guys want to do it without me. I'm talking to you guys.
What?
Is your mother out here?
What do you want to do?
Oh, and it's just saying that there's no car chat with Kip next week unless you guys want to do it.
We'll get back to you on that.
Well, if you guys see a car chat with Kip next week, I won't be on it. It might be them. Who knows? But for now, let's just say it's not going to happen. If it is, I'll put a post up on Instagram and Facebook, or talk about it in another video. Going back over to the chat. Okay. Yeah, V6 300. Okay. Last official one is tomorrow. Last official one. Oh, our last official one is tomorrow. I'm confused a bit, Pete. What's your last official one? I understand you're under the weather, which I'm sorry to hear, but I hope you feel better soon. All right. Oh, car show. Okay, gotcha. Okay, sorry. That's what happens when I go back through all this sort of stuff. So we also have airbag recall, reason not to keep your eyes on the windshield. Tahoe has an airbag recall. Yeah. GM is trying to appeal the recall so that they will not issue a fix. Yeah, of course, because anytime a company can save some money from not having to do stuff. Been that way on the Tahoe for 2 years. Wow. Yeah, and I'm sure Walt will let you know in a second, Trucker Dave. But yeah, he's I believe you're over in New Hampshire, right? Right, Walt. Yeah, I'm Vermont. He's New Hampshire. You're Maine, and then we got not Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. So we've got a good little line of car people. And of course, Pete down in North Carolina. Yeah, New Hampshire. Okay. Let it kill me, and they will pay the wife. Yeah, I enjoy life. I don't know about you, but I'd rather be poor than lose my life and have somebody get a bunch of money. Anyway,
I don't know about you, but I want to die.
You want to die?
Sure.
Teenagers. All right. So we're still sitting at 385 subscribers, same as last week. Views are okay. Let's go over to the Facebook page and let's fire up Marketplace and let's get some buyer to boot it. This time I think we're going to go, let's see what they have out in Boise, Idaho. Hey, Jason, thanks for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night. Take it easy, my friend. All right, and we're going to go max price of 7,000, minimum price of 5K. And we're going to do 100 miles of Boise. And of course, only things up to 1995 because I like the older stuff. All right. Cars that we got here in the first few. Oh, we got a nice 65 Lincoln Continental. Got a couple of Vets. Caprice. Nice Beetle. Another Continental, but much newer. 77 Olds Cutlass. I don't know if you guys, I think, can't remember if it was in the last video or the one that's coming up. It's going to be Cutlass, very similar to that. Mercedes 500 SEC. I like those cars. Oh, we got to go with this town car. That is definitely not a 95 or older, but that is some killer paint. We'll go back to the Cutlass in a second, Pete. All right, 2 Lincoln Town Cars for sale. Package deal. Green one runs and drives. AC blows cold. Trunk is racked with 9 batteries. Has 8 in it right now. 3 chrome CCE competition pumps. 30-inch telescopic in the rear. 8 inches in the front. Reinforced rear and side frames. Blah blah. So it's a lowrider or stuff. Check out that killer paint, and definitely some nice work on the hood. Anyways, the rest of it's kind of, the bumper's kind of looking funky. Oh yeah, check it out, man. Oops. Well, it's easy to fix a tire in that thing. At least a front tire. Dang. My Lord. Yep, definitely no jack needed, at least to change the front tires in this thing. Oh, same thing on the other. I don't know. Not really my thing, but the looks pretty, well, it looks interesting anyways. 6,300 bucks. Does not give mileage on it, but 2 cars for 6,300 with all the parts and stuff. Just puked in your mouth. Oh, that is funny, Trucker Dave. Yep. Hey, yeah, and you're right. Easy to change the oil in too. Right on. So I don't know. I wouldn't pay 6,300 for it because, you know, not my thing. Cutlass. You wanted the Cutlass? We're gonna get the Cutlass.
Oh, yeah.
Fair for both of them. Okay, leave that. Yeah, the satellite in that last picture is pretty cool. This one doesn't have a lot of info, but we'll see what we can get out of it. 210,000 miles, auto trans, red, fair conditions. Runs, drives, project car. We are in the process of painting. Okay, let's see a few pictures that it's got. Wow. Yes, I'm doing my live stream. So sure.
I'm being quiet for a reason.
I know. Jeez. 5,500 bucks on a car that's almost repainted. I wish it was a Laguna. Yeah, those are pretty cool looking cars. But as far as the Cutlass is from the 70s, that one I don't terribly mind. I'd much rather have a 70, 71, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Too much. Thumbs up on date dumper. So we got a Pete with a, that's too much. And I would give you that. They need to have more information in here before I'd be willing to say $5,500. Yeah, that's true. You could put a Laguna front on it, and then you'd have to change out the rear fascia too, because I'm 95% sure that's much different rear fascias on it. But no, if it had rebuilt, you know, or new engine in it, if it, you know, just gave more info, then maybe. But yeah, I'm booting it. I'm gonna try when I start doing this as its own episode. I'm gonna try and come up with some sound effects that I can, you know, click a button and get a sound of like somebody being kicked, and I don't know. We'll see. All right. What else do we want to look at here? Lots of vets out in Boise. All right, let's take a look. Oh, 5,000 for a 73 Camaro. Let's take a look at that. We'll go with the pickup in a second. Trucker Dave. Okay, 73 Camaro, 111,000 miles. Auto trans, alloys, AM/FM stereo. Solid Camaro, no engine or trans. Realistic this car is not able to follow up. Yeah, well, trade's possible. I don't know. Decent looking body, but at least from that, can't tell in the shadows there.
All these cars.
All right, we'll check out the red pickup in just a second. There, Trucker Dave. Some parts in the car. I don't know. I wouldn't pay $5 grand. I'd much rather at least have an engine in it. The Dodge Power Wagon W100. Definitely. Split bumper. That'd be cool. Yep. No, we look at all these things pretty quick unless there's lots of pictures or a lot of info to go through. So don't worry about it, Dave. We're got it here, and we'll definitely go through it. 76 Power Wagon W100, 88,000 miles, manual transmission. All right, love it. Nice truck. Great all-around Idaho rig. It is a full-time four-wheel drive, originally from Emmett, Idaho. Owned it for 2 years and drive it on a regular basis. I had it painted the original Dodge red a year ago. Interior shows very well. Glove box cover has a couple of imperfections, but still in good shape. 360, runs strong. New tires, brakes, water pump, starter, battery carb, front wheel bearings about a year ago. Clutch and transmission are in great shape, shift smoothly. I can provide more details if interested. Nice. That's the kind of ad that I like, and more people need to, do. So you kind of love the Power Wagon from Simon & Simon. Absolutely. Love to find a good donor truck and do a replica of it. I love that huge, I don't know, it's a metal plate or whatever they had for that bumper on the Simon & Simon truck. Very cool. Millennial, yeah, anti-theft device. Yep, manual transmissions. That is a nice looking truck.
Yeah. One thing that bothers me about
Be better if it was a short bed, but in this case, I'm not saying I hate it.
It does have long
Wow,
load times.
nice,
It's
such a nice looking truck.
Load times. It's almost GTA load times, but not quite.
That is one big glove compartment. Holy moly.
It's that one controller. I'm currently using the one without.
It's okay. Don't worry about, don't have to shush him. Nice tires on it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's $6,900 is a great price, especially because the owner is telling you that he's done a lot of work to it. He's done the paint's redone, all that sort of stuff. I'd absolutely. They make Sawzall.
It's the yellow banner, the orange banners, Freck West. Instead of Wreck West. Yeah, it's buddy.
Yep. Good stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely missed out on that one, but we'll let him get away with it this time. All right, let's scroll down here, take a look. Interesting, something interesting.
Okay.
Corvette with a hardtop. Couple of square bodies. How you guys think?
Come on, hit something solid.
It's like a free candy van.
Oof.
Oh, this one right here? Yeah. Yes. Come, children. Okay, Chrysler 300. Okay, let's see if we can find the 300. Okay, 68 Chrysler 300. Let's take a look at that. And the Cadillac Elante. All right, I'll go down and find that. And the white Chevy. Sure. We got the next three vehicles. Let's take a look at this Chrysler 300 first. 1968 300. 78,000 miles.
What?
Well, 440 4-barrel TNT package. That's about all you got on that. Let's look at the pictures and.
Damn it. You look terrible. There we go. Ooh, solid wreck.
Looks like there might be a little rust or something right there.
Wrecking assist. That's no bueno. Oh, this dude's full health. Not anymore.
All right. Well, not a whole lot.
Dude, no.
Don't need to look at the white van. It just looks like a yeah, absolutely. Dave definitely looks like a free candy stalker van. Definitely not. Everyone smash that like button. Thank you, Pete, for getting everybody to do that. Hideaways and TNT. Okay, guys, this is where I'm kind of I'm not as familiar with a lot of the Mopar stuff. So what's TNT? $3,000 car, you're saying, Pete? Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit rough for what you're getting, but cool for the right price. I don't know that, but I agree. Pete, 5,000 probably is not that right number.
Damn it.
All right, then we got Cadillac. Oh, TNT is the engine. Okay, cool. Okay, Cadillac. That's the one thing I really. 440 was a TNT. All right, cool. Very cool. I hate it when they put Elante in there when they definitely didn't make an Elante in 1962, but hey, whatever. Probably didn't have the Sedan DeVille or whatever, Series 62 or whatever this one happens to be. $6,000. We're looking at a 99,000 mile Cadillac 4-door FLE model. Great restoration product located near Gooding, Idaho. Last moved and running about 4 to 5 years ago, and has sat in the same location since then. Small body damage and trunk see pics. Otherwise, straight body. Good old, oldie but goodie. Sold as is and must pick up. And at current location, $6K. All right. Not, yeah, I do love the fins on these 59s through 62 cars. Pretty good looking front end. The chrome's not, doesn't look too bad.
Next time I'll do our last one.
I do like the patina on the trunk and the roof. Bumper chrome has seen some better days.
No, you can customize the livery and actually.
And that 99,000 miles being a 5-digit odometer does not mean anything, but looking from the condition, probably does only have 99,000.
There's maximum.
Yeah, Richard Wellings would probably slam this car, kind of like what we showed last week, that Cadillac out in Malibu. You would definitely bag it and have some fun with it. Maybe we should send this to him and maybe get a buyer's fee. Ooh, that'd be cool. Okay, interior has seen better days, but to be expected for a 62. The trunk lid.
Tuesday.
It's a Fleetwood. There we go. Not a FLE, a Fleetwood. That makes more sense. All right. All right. Let's see. We got $199. Yeah, probably $199. Too much. Bag it and clear coat it. Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a little much. Just too much. Not knowing after sitting for 4 or 5 years. Somebody with a lot more money that might do it for them, but for me,
that man.
$3 to $4 grand, and knowing I'm going to be putting another, probably $4 grand into it before, getting it to be a good runner. So, sorry. All right, guys. We're just past the hour mark for the show. We're going to hit, let's see, one more, and then we are going to call it a night. 86 Lincoln Continental. Hey, that's my car. My car doesn't look like that. Sorry, this isn't our last. Oh, Mark 7. Okay.
I just got a wrecking assist.
I
almost hit a yellow car, but instead.
How about the 64 Chevrolet Avalanche, which is not an Avalanche? That is a nice looking Corvair. Unfortunately, not a lot of info on the car. A few pictures, but we'll take a look at the pictures. We aren't gonna do this for our last car. I just like Corvairs. That's a pretty nice early car. Interesting paint was that probably not Corvette rims on it, but maybe those are Corvette rims.
I don't think I changed the delay.
Yeah, not bad. $6,900. Yeah, maybe. $5,000 car. Yep.
Just fell off. It was resting on the hood.
What do we got here? And I looked at a Dodge. Let's end it off with a 78 F350. Crew cab long bed. Ooh, crew cab. Yep. We'll definitely end it with this one. All right. We've got 78 Ford F350 crew cab long bed for $59.50. 100,000 miles. Green with green interior. 2-wheel drive. Let's see. Not a whole lot. It's a project. It runs and drives great, but it's a project. Yeah, it looks like it's got some front end damage over here. Let's look through these pictures. Overall, right now, I can say it's
gross.
I would drive. Oh, I am a sucker for early crew cabs. It's not terrible. It's a little rough. That bed would definitely look rough, and I can't tell well, but it looks like the floor is kind of roughed in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
No. That's a steeper.
So, Trucker Dave, you've had a crew cab Ford like this? That has definitely seen better days. I like the patina of it, but it's definitely seen. This has definitely been a work truck. That's for sure. Poor tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I love those. I love these crew cabs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the cab box.
Looks like it needs new seats.
I'm going to use this. Last man standing.
Oh, looks like a. Is that a power outlet, guys? Right there. Had to cut tree out of the floor. Oh wow!
Oh, I can't. I'm already loading up.
So it must be this must be a camper special because that does look like a power plug to me. On that bed, definitely seen better days.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of the special vehicles like the bus, you can't really do much customization, if any.
Nice looking
The
radiator in it.
actual livery and the base color, but there's no like secondary livery.
Let's say what it had for an engine. Nope, nope, it does
It
not.
does actually have primary and secondary liveries, so you can change all the colors of, but you can't put any other parts on it.
All right, we've got last picture here. So it comes with a new intake manifold. Hey. CB antenna. Okay, looks good. Yeah, definitely looks like a bottle opener. Definitely. All right, guys, what do you guys think? I think it's a little rough, although I cannot remember the last time I've seen a 70s Ford crew cab anywhere. So to the right person, I'm sure that's a good project vehicle. Very cool, and Trucker Dave, I'd absolutely love to see pictures of the one that you restored. Again, freak for crew cab, early crew cab pickups.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. All right, guys, that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you very much, everyone who was here and stayed and watched and participated. Really appreciate it. And we'll end it like we've been doing with all of our recent videos. Dreams without ambition is like a car without gas. You aren't going to get very far. Take care. God bless. Have a good night, everyone.
Tough nut.